Thank you, Madam Chair. I am Ronald Cardema, Chairman of the Duterte Youth Party List. I'd like to greet the members of the Honorable Commission on Appointments, and we thank the CA for giving us the opportunity to speak here today. In behalf of the more than 2.3 million Filipino citizens who duly elected Duterte Youth Party List, the most voted party list by all our OFW communities worldwide, and also the most voted party list by our government troops through the local absentee voting, we would like to convey our strongest opposition to these two temporary government officials in the COMELEC. In a democracy like ours, the sovereign is the Filipino people. All powers emanate from the people. We have national and local officials to serve the people and uphold the people's will in this democratic country. The sovereign will of more than 2.3 million Filipinos cannot be superseded by less than 10 Filipinos, which include these two temporary government officials in COMELEC. The character of these two has been tested 3 weeks ago, and clearly they have failed in this test. They have twisted the results of democracy and the sovereign will of more than 2.3 million Filipinos, who are not only our constituents, but also the constituents of your honors as senators and representatives of the Philippines. These two have failed in their test of character, and it is up to all of you here, if you want to prolong these two for 7 years, to become abusive lords of elections, or if not confirmed, it will allow the President to select for more better candidates, which is very timely because the President is now reviewing all his appointees. Personally, Your Honors, I have no personal grudge against these two candidates. The Duterte Youth Party List has been the Vice Chairperson of the House Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms for more than half a decade. And myself, I was chairman of the National Youth Commission for 6 years. I am the direct partner of the COMELEC in the Sangguniang Kabataan elections. My only problem here is with these recent events 3 weeks ago, wherein the Duterte Youth Party List received 2.3 million votes, and we were not proclaimed on Proclamation Day. And the problem there is, the two commissioners in their resolution said that we have a pending case in COMELEC. I can cite so many other senatorial and party list candidates who have pending COMELEC cases but were proclaimed. And in that matter, it shows and they manifest partiality because they have chosen us who have a pending case, we were suspended, but all the others who have pending cases were not suspended. To name two, for example, Kabataan Party List, who filed the case against us in 2019, there's a government case against them also filed in 2019 and 2021. But even though we in Duterte Youth Party List and Kabataan Party List have pending cases, the two commissioners here proclaimed Kabataan Party List and delayed our proclamation. Another example is a senatorial candidate who was elected last May 12. He has a pending disqualification case in the COMELEC for his citizenship. And even though the case was still pending, he was proclaimed by these two commissioners. It is very noteworthy that the same candidate also had a citizenship issue here in the 19th Congress of the Commission on Appointments where he was voided here. I would like this honorable body to ask the commissioners, because we are always raising this in the media for 2 weeks already and they're not answering. Why is it that there are candidates for senator and for party lists who have pending cases but were proclaimed by them, but they chose Duterte Youth Party List to be not proclaimed? Aside from that, and lastly, we have filed an ombudsman case against the Supervisory Committee of the COMELEC last week, which also includes Commissioner Kasingal and Commissioner Pipo. And this is the case filed against them. It is a violation and there's criminal liability under Republic Act 3019, the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. Section 3, corrupt practices of public officers. Paragraph E, causing undue injury to any party, including us in government, in the discharge of their official, administrative, or judicial function through manifest partiality, evident bad faith, and gross inexcusable negligence, because they have shown their partiality by not proclaiming us and proclaiming other candidates who have pending cases in the COMELEC. That is all, Your Honor.
Tinututulan po nitong si Duterte Chairman Ronald Cardima ang confirmation nitong dalawang COMELEC commissioner sa kadahilanan na sinuspindi po ng COMELEC ang proclamation nitong Duterte Party List nitong nagdaan eleksyon. Ang Duterte po ay nakakuha ng 2.3 million vote at karamihan po na bumoto dyan, mga OFW at mga men in uniform. Okay? Sa aking pagkakalam, itong Duterte ay sila po ay nag-number 2 sa mga nanalong party list. Nakakuha po sila ng boto na 2.3 million. So, meron po silang 3 seat, no, na nakalaan para sa kanila sa darating na 20 Congress. Okay? At ang kanilang nominee, 3 yan. Yung isa galing ata ng PMA, yung isa naman galing ng PNPA, at yung isa ay babae, sa akin pagkakaalam Mrs. yata ni Mr. Cardima. Okay? So yan. Ngayon, ang kine-question dyan, ang tinututulan ni Mr. Cardima, okay, itong ginawang ng COMELEC di umano ay may pagkiling, kumbaga may pagkabayas sapagkat marami naman daw mga party list na may mga pending case diyan sa COMELEC. Meron pa siya binabanggit na isang senador na meron ding pending case disqualification dahil sa issue naman ng citizenship. Sa aking pagkakaalam, bagamat wala sa pinangalanan, pero sa aking pagkakaalam, okay, ay yan po si malamang si Erwin Tulfo. Okay? Dahil senador At ang senador na nanalo na may issue sa citizenship at meron nakapile na disqualification ay si Erwin Tulfo, pero pinoproklama daw yan ng COMELEC. Okay? Bakit sila hindi? Ngayon, ay feeling nito ni si Ronald Cardima, parang may kinikilingan itong COMELEC. Parang feeling niya parang pinupolitika sila. Okay? Kaya, siyempre tayo, isa ako sa bumoto dyan sa Duterte Youth Party List niyan sapagkat tayo po ay hinahangaan natin sila dahil ang kanila pong pinaglalaban, ang kanilang nilalabanan ay mga kalaban ng Estado. Okay, binabanggit ni Cardima, nilalabanan nila ito mga terorista, yung mga komunista. Okay? Yan po ang kanilang nilalabanan base naman sa binabanggit nitong si Cardima. So tayo po ay hinahangaan po natin yan. Kaya isa po tayo sa mga bumoto dyan, sumuporta sa Duterte Youth. Okay? So ngayon, tayo po ay napapaisip hindi po natin naiwasan mag-isip sapagkat kung ganun pala, base sa binabanggit ni Cardima, kini-question niya, napakarami namang mga party list ang may pending case. Bakit sila pinoklama? Bakit ang Duterte Youth hindi? Okay? Kung titinan mo nga naman, parang may pagkabayas at itong COMELEC. At naiisip natin parang pinopolitika itong Duterte Youth sapagkat Duterte. Kakampi ito ng mga Duterte. Maingay ito ang itong Duterte Youth, lalo na itong si Chairman Cardima, maingay ito. Binabatikos nito, binabakbakan nito ang Makabayan Black. Binabakbakan ni Ronald Cardima si Pangulong Marcos at si Speaker. Sa katunayan, nitong bago mag-eleksyon, sila po ay nag-file ng impeachment laban kay Pangulong Marcos. Okay? Ngayon, tayo po napapaisip kung bakit. Di kaya itong ginawang pagsuspindi sa kanilang proclamation, hindi kaya ito ay may halong politika. Okay? Kasi may business eh. Kung sana ang ginawa ng COMELEC, lahat na may pending case, sana sinuspindi ang proclamation para sana hindi sila mapanghinalaan. Ganun sana. Para patas. Katulad niya, no? Gustong harangin ni Cardima ang confirmation nitong dalawang commissioner ng COMELEC. Siya po ay pinatawag ng committee, ng Commission on Appointments para dumalo. Para ihayag ang kanyang saloobin, kanyang posisyon dito sa COMELEC. Ako ang masabi ko lang, mga kababayan, biruin nyo ang nilalabanan nitong Duterte Youth ay ang mga komunista, terorista, okay? At ang nagsampa ng kaso sa kanila ay sabi ni Cardima ay itong Kabataan Party List. Itong Kabataan Party List ay membro ng Makabayan Black. Okay, so ngayon, iniisip natin na kung sakali mabigo o hindi maproklama itong Duterte Youth, siya namang tagumpay ng kalaban nila. Kung sakali matuloy-tuloy ang mga hindi maproklama itong Duterte Youth, di tagumpay naman ng kalaban nila, ng nilalabanan nilang grupo. Okay? So yan po yan at mga babae ng ating paningin, ng ating pananaw. Okay? Di ba? Sana itong COMELEC mag-isip sana. Maging patas sana sila. Para hindi sila ma-question. Di ba? Para hindi sila ma-question.